So today we will have two recipes, one water-based and one milk-based. One grape juice, grape recipe, water-based, is already here prepared. Mix, wait, and we will use this different kind of mold. There is a heart-shaped ice ball. Okay, you can use different kinds of molds, different shapes, and you can use here in the Robocop. We will see how to operate them. To start, we will pick this mold. I have my recipe prepared here. Let me fill the mold. And pour to the other cavities. A bit more. And then let's put our sticks with the extractor that were already prepared. And let's go to the machine. It's very easy to produce and program the machine. So then it's a soft touch panel. You can select production or select your temperatures for freezing and or molding the ice balls. So with a simple touch, the machine will start. I will pour the first mold here, and you will see that the Lego that is covering all the cavities and a little bit more will be correct. We have this here, a back tank, which we can have the excess of the liquid, and that is pumped for this first freezing tank. So then every time we have the right level, depending on how many molds you use here. Here we are using 18 cavity molds. We can have 4 of them here in this tank. And every time that we add or subtract one mold for this tank, we'll have the correct level of freezing. Okay, so we'll have a better productivity and fast producing in the machine. So, to the next recipe, we will have a milk-based vanilla flavor. I have here my extractor and sticks ready. Molds, I will use Supreme. And I will pour everything here in the mixer 15 to mix all the rest. We can fit here 4 to 8 liters of mixtures at a time. So then first, I will put all the liquid ingredients. Here we have like milk and heavy cream. And depending on your flavor, you have some tastes or flavoring. You can have that here also. And here I have all the powders: sugar, glucose, powdered milk, stabilizer. I will just mix a little bit together to be easier to mix all the ingredients. And then let's go on here. Always powder on top of the mixer. Then you bring this to the mixer 15. And you can see here that we have the water on the top, and we have the glaze here that is on the top and the bottom that makes the homogenization faster. So, I'll put here. Add a lid and turn on. So we have some questions here. My robot is a workstation. Okay, we can call. machine as a workstation because we will have a lot of things that you will need to make a production together. So then with one machine you have the freezing tank with your ice box. You have the molding tank to detach them after they are ready. And you have a cart on the top, I will show you, that you can bring another recipe, new recipe, and work on top of the machine. You don't need to go out of the machine to have your production. So then you can have this table as a station so that you can bring new recipes and produce continue. As we will make a recipe with filling, in this case, we will put the right recipe here, but we will not add these things now. We will leave here in the machine for around 4 minutes to make the outside freezing of the ice box. That means per cavity, you will have the cold liquid freezing the outside of the ice box. And then in the middle, when you have 4 minutes, the middle is still liquid. So then we will bring here to the table, drop the inside, then it's still liquid, and fill with the filling that we want to. And then cover it again with the recipe, and then put the seeds. Let's fill all the cavities. You can use a silicone spatula to clean up all the edges of the cavity. That means if we have too much recipe inside of the cavity and it goes outside of the cavity, we can have some edges when we scrape them. So that we can use a silicone spatula to clean up all the spaces. We will put like this inside of the machine. Okay, so let's count 4 minutes. You can see that I put another mold here and the level is still correct because of this extra tank we have here in the bottom of the machine. RoboPop is an air-cooled machine, so you don't need to have some extra utensil or machines to operate it. You only need to have the power outlet and it's ready to go. And here in the panel, we have the control of the temperatures. We can set temperatures. By factory, it's already set up, but we can change and we can have the control temperature to the cold and hot tank. So we will always work with the correct temperature for both tanks. Okay, one time is asking what the liquid uses for freezing. We use here the peanut fluid. That is a fluid you can purchase with us. You can contact our sales representative and ask for a quote, an estimate, because we have them in stock, so then you can ask them about prices and rates. Or you can send an email to finamex@finamex.com.br and ask for an estimate. Okay, now we use this kind of a jam, like a paste, a variegate. In some brands, you can purchase this ready as a variegate. You can find a lot of options of fruits can use it here at the station. So then here we can draw the new recipes, or we can use here like to take the excess of the liquid from the outside of the mold to make the filling here. We just try a little bit the outside of the mold. And then in the tray, we will turn it upside down to extract the liquid part inside of the mold. You can see here balls. Then let's start filling the center of the cavities. Always leave a space to the top. Don't fill all the cavity with the filling because in general these kinds of prepared products like variegates, they have a lot of sugar. So they will be liquid even in a very cold temperature. And then if you put too much, you can break your ice box. So then I will go in here, draw our white base, our vanilla base here. Enough yeses. Put the sticks and put again inside of the machine. So then if I want to work with mixed molds, this one that is bigger, 4 ounces, we can have 3 of them in this freezing tank. Okay? This one is 18 cavities or 28 cavities, we can put 4. You can use glycol steam when you're producing with Turbo 8 or Turbo 25. Okay? With the Turbo pump, we recommend you the peanut fluid. Hi Marcus, it's possible to make all kind of ice boxes in Turbo. Yes, we can have different kinds of molds, different shape of molds, and even for 26, 28, 18 cavities, all of them we can heat with RoboPump. So we can have different shapes like an umbrella shape or squared, rounded. If you can purchase RoboPump in other countries or just United States, you can purchase all over the world. Okay. So if you want to purchase in the United States, you can contact our sales representative from the United States. But if you purchase from other countries, you can contact our sales representative from Brazil. Or contact us by finaman@finaman.com.br and ask us if you have some sales representative in your area. Okay. Okay. When we are using the 4-ounce mold, that is the niche paleta shape, we will leave for 4 minutes inside of the machine. If we will work with 3 ounces, we will leave for 3 minutes. The 2 ounces, we will leave for 2 minutes. Okay? So depending on the ounces we will have per cavity, we will put more or less time inside of the machine. So then, if you, yeah, for each one is 4 minutes. Great. If you want to start a business and you work with fruit-based or water-based recipe, you can have your mixer 15, the rubber pop, and then just have sealer machine to seal your bags after they're ready. And if you want to pasteurize your mixture, you can have also a pasteurizer. Yeah, how long does the glycol or peanut fluid last in the machine? Yes, we will need to exchange this liquid after 6 months, okay, around 6 months. So you can pour the peanut fluid in both tanks, freezing and a molding tank, and then after 6 months, around, you will need to exchange this fluid. You have the back of the machine, you can extract, you can take out all of the liquid, and then you put it again, you want. Here, for the small molds, we can have around 7 to 10 minutes to freeze them. So I think that probably is good to go. Let's check. And for the big ones, we will take around 20-25 minutes. Let's check here. I can open here this part of the structure to check. The sticks are formed. That means that the recipe is already frozen. And bring this to the side. And then I will mold in this tank. This is a hot tank with a peanut fluid inside, and it will give us a thermal shock. That means here, very cold is around -20 Celsius or -4 Fahrenheit, and here is not hot temperature. So the outside will melt a little bit and make it possible to detach all the pops from the mold. Here, here, side, and very quick, we have our ice pop set. Let's look here. Right? And we can have this heart-shaped ice pop. I will leave one to cut and see texture. And the other ones will hold inside our picture. So let's put here. It's very soft. And a water-based product. You can use different kinds of recipes to produce in the machine. Like you can produce milk-based recipes, water-based recipes, fruit recipes, gelato on a stick, ice cream on a stick, vegan recipes, and all different kinds of recipes. Okay, to storage our products. The best is to use the regular freezer. Okay, so if you have a freezer with -18 Celsius or colder, or around -4 Fahrenheit, you can keep them storage. It's always good to pack them to keep them storage because if we don't put something in the outside protecting the ice pops, the cold and dry air inside of the freezer will dehydrate our ice pops. So then you see and feel differences in the texture of the surface of our ice pop. So you'll be a little bit dehydrated, a little bit sticky because it gets dehydrated. Which is here. We still need some time, some minutes to finish freezing. When you leave it on, the sealer is just a button to turn on and off. And then you can select the temperature to heat here and to seal your bags. If you want to purchase bags, sticks, if you want them clear or with your custom logos, you can send us a message because we also sell the sticks and packaging for the ice pops. And don't forget to follow us on the social media. We are always posting and advertising new things, new subjects. So don't forget to follow us on Instagram, in the Facebook, and in the YouTube channel. And if you have interest in makeup course or consulting, for consulting we can have a lot of options. We can train your teams. We can make some new recipes, like customized recipes for you. Nutrition facts. Okay, so take a look in the website or courses options, and we will have a discount until August 27th. So if you purchase any of our online courses, the second month you can have 50% discount. Okay, so enjoy this promotion until August 27th. And if you have any question, you can contact us. Sending an email to finanet@finanet.com.br. You can take a look at the options. Like in the online courses, we have a lot of options. We have like 10 options of online classes. So to start, I think the best is the ice pop and ice cream making. So then you can have an idea about ingredients, about recipes, neutral flavors like a neutral water base and neutral milk base. So then you can add some artificial flavoring on top of these flavors. And after that, if you want to learn about how to make the filling with decoration on the side, how to make some different effects using different molds, you can check the list of our online classes. Okay? So we have the Painful Ice Poppin Paleta course, which can see a little bit of different kinds of production. So using fruits, we have a lot of recipes. You can check how to make different presentations throughout your ice pops. And also we have some digital recipe books, which you can choose there. We have a bundle recipe book that is a complete with a lot of recipes, like 75 recipes, and with the step-by-step of how to produce them, the step-by-step of how to make fillings, how to make the chocolate dipping, and other things. And we have the modules for alcoholic ones, the fruit-based, the lactose pots, the milk-based recipes, and the acai recipes. And we have this special collection that is another new module available. Okay. Here. So then just remembering, one of the big benefits we can have in this machine is because instead of using 2 or 3 machines, you will have one here for freezing and a molding rice popping one. So then it's a more compact machine to make our ice pops. This side, so then we can extract them. So I'll put it here to the side. We will need to make this process as fast as we can because it will take too long time here inside of the machine. In the hot tank, we will start to do that. And then let's check the filling, which we can see here. As we have a good circulation of the liquid, the freezing liquid, we have a nipple freezing in all the surface of the cavity. So then we can have a regular freezing the walls of the ice box. I brought here 2 ice boxes so then we can see how to seal it. Our bags, they have this, it's like T-sealed. So we have sealing here and here. We will open the bag, put the ice box here, and then in the sealer, we will seal this part. Let's make this process to the other one. So then here again, it's already sealed. I'll open here and put the ice box here. Let's bring to the sealer to seal them. When the lights here are off, it's because the sealer here already got the temperature that we chose. So I will put the packaging here and press the pedal for around 2 seconds. And we have it sealed. For the next one, place here, press 1, 2, and it's ready. So then, in a very short time, with low equipment, and you can see that it's pretty simple to make ice pops, regular ones or with filling. And you will have a good texture, a perfect freezing. You can make different kinds of shape with filling, without filling. Okay? And if you have any question, you can contact us by email, finamac@finamac.com.br. You can check our emails for our options. And if you have any questions about consultings, courses, enter in contact with us. And don't forget to follow us in Instagram, Facebook, and the channel of the YouTube. Okay, so for prices, you can ask for an estimate with our sales representative by email. Okay, and okay, to preserve the ice pops, we use some kinds of gums. That means the stabilizers, which will help avoiding some ice crystals in the surface of the ice pop. And for the milk base, we will use the emulsifier. That is, the examples are egg yolk or mono and diglycerides that will make a mixture and emulsion between water and the fat inside of the recipe. And we will make, we will have a longer shelf life using these 2 products. And for a fruit base, a water base with fruits, we use lime juice or citric acid to avoid having some changing of aroma or oxidation. The shelf life after production. So when we use a water base with fruits or milk base with fruits, we will have around 3 to 6 months. And when we have a milk base, when it's pasteurized, it's around 1 year. Okay? So the important thing is to keep the cold outside of the ice pops, because if they melt once, they won't come back to the same shape and the same texture. So after the ice pops are frozen, it's very important to keep this very low temperature to the storage time. Okay? When you're thinking about exchanging your products, taking from one freezer to send to your stores or to our carts to sell them, always pay attention to the temperature, because the best is not melting during this process. Perfect. So then, thank you so much for your presence in our life, and I hope to see you in our other workshops and lives. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye.